Kenneth Bach. I'm here, pumped up today, getting ready to go out in the world. But before we do, we're going to have a little fun. Usually I'm talking to you, but today I got to show you that I have a sense of humor, and I also like to put good thoughts in my mind. So I sing to myself. Okay, here we go. This is kind of, you can say it's fictional, but I can say it's factual. Okay, here we go. In the land of the free, there's a man named Kenny Bach, you see. He's a man who understands. He's a man who understands, you see. In the land of the free, there's a man named Kenny Bach, you see. He's a man who understands. He understands the way life should be. He can walk you through. He can walk you through. Get you to the end result. Get you to the end result. In the land of the free, there's a man named Kenny Bach, you see. Understands, he understands. He's a man who understands, you see. That's my song. That's what I do when I'm having fun. You know what I'm saying? Because no matter what age you are, I don't care. You got to bring out the kid in you. You got to look through life through kids' eyes. You get what I'm trying to say? It's don't be afraid to have fun. Don't be afraid to laugh, because that's what keeps you young. See, I want to challenge anybody out there. If they see this and like it, do a little something. Show me what you do. Not hanging out in your underwear. I don't want you to do that. I'm just saying. No perverted pictures. How's that? But anyway, other than that, just show me what you do out there to keep yourself excited, to keep yourself focused, to keep yourself on your goals. Because, see, you can hang out with people that cut you down and pull your chain and tell you ain't no good, except, you're like a piece of fruit. You eat it and you're gone. Whatever. They can make up whatever. But what I'm getting at is, man, you need to figure out what's going to fix you and make you happy. See, I can have people in my life, or I can hang out by myself and entertain myself. So, and the good thing is you can make money online hanging out by yourself, because you can concentrate and run a business with a team and develop platforms, and then you reach different plateaus, and it gets exciting in detail. And right now I'm getting into a new thing that I'm not going to be just speaking. I'm going to hopefully be writing articles for companies, and I don't want to say hopefully, I will be, okay, once I get everything organized, because, see, I believe just like speaking, I don't want to have a script. I don't work off scripts. Dude, I work off good habits that I created of talking to myself properly and getting this fulfilled. Don't get me wrong, I wake up just like you. There's positive and negative every day. You got to wake up. And if I wake up negative, a lot of times I try to go back to sleep, and because maybe I didn't get enough sleep, see. But like last night, I was up till 4 a.m. working on my business for my future affiliate marketers, because you know what? I'm as content as can be to be in my little structure here and own the little properties I own, and own a convenience store that I created. It's almost over, and that's why I'm going to get busy online and show you. If you watch me between now, today's date, I'm going to just step out of here for a second. Today's date is the 11th, September 11th. Excuse me for not remembering that, because you remember where you were. I remember where I was. I was in Jacksonville in training in 2011 when this happened, and I was going to start selling tires and Sears. I worked there 6.5 years, and the next day, here's what really how I remember this, okay, is because the next day I didn't go to Jacksonville for training. I went in and said, I can't do this no more. I need to go ahead and get back on my own, because certain things hit you and you make you realize that, wait a minute, life's too short not to live it. So don't spend all your time, and like some people have a full-time job and a part-time job and never at home or whatever. But I'm not saying get out and have fun, but take your whole family with you, for instance, if you're, so that way you had your family time. Because I didn't say you always had to be home or whatever, but try to, if you have a family, make sure you take time for your family. If you have a wife or a girlfriend, spend time with her. Tell her you love her, because if you don't, someone else will. All right, I found that out. But I don't let things get to me, okay? You can't. You got to let it get out of your system. Just like I have a little cabin out west of town, and I'm going to be going out there and still working. I've had it for over, I believe, 10 years now. But probably longer than that. I don't know. I have to look it up. But I will tell you that next time. But it doesn't matter. I still have it. Because, you pay your taxes and keep it from all these guys trying to steal your properties and stuff. Excuse me, guys. I don't care what you're doing. I'm not saying you're stealing. You're getting prices on years ago market because the market's depressed still, I guess. But I'm not saying I like paying full price for anything. Don't get me wrong. I like to get a good deal too. So forgive me for even throwing that in there. We're not talking about that right now. We're talking about something else. And I'm throwing this at you like that just because I'm here to have fun today. Remember I was singing? So getting back to that note about singing, don't be afraid to sing to your friends, to your girlfriends, to your kids. Let your kids sing to you. Let them sing as long as they want. You know why? Because teach them that's part of life, is bringing out your spirit within, bringing out your enthusiasm. To me, that's what singing's about. And me speaking is when I get excited, I'm showing you my enthusiasm. That's bringing the God within me out. Okay, I'm not saying I'm God. Please don't say that. I'm saying you're supposed to be made in God's image, right? Okay, so in your enthusiasm, bringing that air out of you, showing people like, what your thoughts are. That's what it's about. See. Don't get me wrong. Become a good listener, and focus on the whole conversation or what's going on around you. Stay focused. Like, see that fan going on back there? Just it's kind of like going down the road with your engine on idle. You can either have it revving all the time, but the thing is, you got to rev and you got to have good oil in it, and so it don't blow up. Well, that's the same in life. That's why you should sing, because it keeps that good oil flowing. You get what I'm saying? The good thoughts, the good energy in your body, okay? Just that's why you should think good thoughts. And then if not, write down some things. Like I can remember things that I wrote down 40 years ago because I brought them to memory. And then when I get a little negative, because we all do, it comes out. My subconscious puts it out there and says, hey, Ken, don't forget that thought, because you want to talk about it in your next presentation. For instance, like I'll throw one at you now. My favorite. The palest ink is stronger than the strongest memory. I'm sorry, baby. That's my little dog down there. Let me say it again. Clarify. The palest ink is stronger than the strongest memory. Okay? Memory. Because if you write it down and you can still see it. See? This is like I like to get into this part because it makes sense to me. You can still see it. Well, when that person passes on, you can't go back and ask them something. You can't do it. But they wrote their thoughts down. There it is. There it is. Okay. Well, we go back as far as, thousands of years ago. What were some of the books back then? The Bible, different transcripts. Okay. You go in a cave and you see something from the caveman days. And sometimes it might have been a 16-year-old that was in there last month. I'm just kidding. But you know what I'm saying is, because I've been in some caves when I was a kid, my brother and I. That's why I'm laughing about that. But try to focus, have a purpose. Definitely have it. Find your purpose. When you're young in life, you think, okay, the beach could be your purpose. You got to go to the beach. That was me. I love the beach. Okay, and put your whole heart in it. Be recognized, for instance. If you go to the beach, be recognized. People know you there because you go there all the time. See, that's one of your good habits. And so, and then become a good swimmer. There you go. That's part of it. See, that's like branching off. Just like me singing earlier. This conversation now is branched off from that singing about staying positive and about focusing on your goals and being happy is one of those goals. So, when you wake up, it's sooner, things happen sooner getting positive, because it's like once you get a motor going, boom, 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 it just keeps running. See? Well, that's the same with your adrenaline. That's the same with your thoughts. If you get your mind trained properly, which we talk about training the subconscious mind, that's another one. I can make you a lot of money like that, okay? And I can also make you a good athlete by training your subconscious mind, okay? Because your subconscious mind, it works 24 hours a day. That's not part of this video, but that's something that I can teach you, because right now it's on my shoulder right now. You know, I'm kidding, of course, but I'm saying that's your subconscious mind working. It's like having a little guy on your shoulder. Here you can see him talking, hey, how you doing? No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. But what I'm saying is, right now he's telling me, Ken, don't forget to tell him, don't forget to tell him this, don't forget to tell him that. You get what I'm saying, the direction I'm saying. It keeps you focused, see? Because you trained your mind. Your mind is so powerful, you don't even know it. You guys don't even know how powerful. None of us know, but I'm saying, learn to use, I say think before you speak, okay? Like, I don't like people criticizing me. And I swore, and I did it again today in a good way, swore, meaning that I will not let people criticize me without me confronting it, okay? Like, if you're cutting me down and you're a friend of mine, I'm going to say, wait a minute, whoa, don't say that to me, because, we can say a lot of things back and forth, and we're not doing it, because I'm accepting your problems, you accept me for who I am, and if I talk a little bit, because I'm a motivational speaker, then if you don't like it, forgive me. See ya. But I am a good listener, and I will listen to you. So if you tell me something, I'll back off. But when I'm on a roll, please let me go, because I'm only here to help you. Okay? So, because I'm at that level. Excuse me. I'm pumped up. I don't need money. I learned how to live on a budget, because no matter. And I started to say this the other day, but I really didn't touch on it. So I'm going to say this. Okay? And I believe if you look into this, it's in the 90% bracket, okay? Meaning, let's say if you make $25,000 a year, you'll spend real close to that unless you're a good saver, okay? But you'll adjust it, okay? Then if you we'll jump up to $100,000 a year, you'll spend close to that unless, and sometimes max it. Some people just, they're paycheck to paycheck, no matter what they're making. That's the point I'm trying to make. So you have to decide how you're going to live, how you're going to support yourself, okay? And here I'm a guy that I quit high school, and my mom died when I was 11 years old, and I had to figure it out. And you know what? Hey, that's why I said Kenneth Bach is a man who understands. I get it. I get the picture. Just like that fan. I get it, see? I get it. Just like the word. Oh, gosh, I got this in front of me. I use props, you know what I'm saying. But, and this just happened. I mean, I didn't plan on talking to you, but I believe in speaking, okay? And I go all over my house. Here we go. Look at that. Maybe it goes the other way. The world, okay? It's spinning constantly. And I'm using that as an example because that's us. Our brains are working 24/7. Our hearts are pumping all the time. Ba-boom, ba-boom. Otherwise, just like that fan, ba-boom, ba-boom. If it don't, you're done, okay? But what I'm getting at, learn to find your rhythm, okay, in your life, and find out what makes you happy by finding out your purpose. That's why I say don't go after the money. I talked to somebody today. They almost couldn't believe I said that, because some people and some companies, don't get me wrong, I know companies have to make a profit or else they're not going to be in business, okay? But what I'm saying every time I say that, because this is where I get not mad, I just get not stressed out, because I'm not stressed out. It's up to you. I've already figured it out. But don't go after the money. That's why since 2011, I've been online. That's part of my email. If I give it to you, that's another thing. But, if you check into my business, you might be able to find it and we can talk. Or just subscribe to one of my sites and ask to talk to me. I'll look you up, because I look up people I talk to just like you look me up. I'll decide if I want to talk to you just like you decided you want to talk to me. If I can help you, I'll try to help you. I don't give money. There we go into that. I give thoughts that can make you tons of money. but I give you motivation and inspiration. I always say I'm not a preacher, not a teacher. I'm a motivational speaker, an inspirational speaker, because I offer you things, put them in your hands and say, there you go. You decide if you want to absorb it, if you want to practice those, just like I'm practicing my skills right now. I'm not singing now, I'm talking, because I'm on a roll today. Look at that. Look at that. I'm feeling good too, see, because I did my kickboxing last night. Man, I mean, I can break someone. I tell my brother, my older brother, he goes, how's that going for you? Because he was a street fighter, see. You just start punching and anything you can do to get somebody down, you fight him or whatever. But kickboxing, you know, I tell my brother, look, I can't kick you in the head, but I can sure grab your head and break it to my knee, break your nose, okay, if I get a hold of you. So I'm not saying that I wanted to do that, because I'm all about let's leave it, let's back up and say, no, I don't want to fight you, like I said last year. Check into that. I don't talk about that no more, but because I'm putting that behind me. Never forget it, but I'll put it behind me. I forgave everybody in it, but I'm putting it behind me, see? Because if you don't forgive people and forget it, just like when I got divorced, it just builds up. You become a different person, see? I didn't want to be that person. I want to be that person that forgives. When I see you, I want to hug you, but if you don't want to hug me, I wouldn't never present that on you. I study people, and I can tell if people want to get in my space or me get in their space. I would never be close to somebody I didn't want to. Because let me tell you what happened to me one time. I was a little kid, and I was kind of sick a little bit, but my aunt came to visit me. I don't remember who it was, but she had one of those things on her lip. You know what I'm talking about? And she came in, and I'm like, no, don't kiss me. Don't. She kissed me right on the lips. And I don't know if I have that from that or from the beach, but I get them once in a while from, being in the sun too much. Sun blister, you call it, or a fever blister, whatever you want to call it. But I even learned how to prevent them, I want to say, because I'm not selling this, by the way, but I'm going to show you, just to show you. Well, I guess I'm not going to show you because I don't see it. And you know what? I'm not selling it right now, so it doesn't matter. But I put something on my lips all the time. I ain't even going to tell you what it is, because until I can get a commission on it for you guys, you affiliate marketers, that'll coming to visit my sites and work off my platform. I want to work off your platform. I want us to just get an engine cranked up with your platform, my platform. You as an affiliate marketer, me as an affiliate marketer, get all those people out there that are in the world stirred up and say, who are these people? This is the new team. This is the new structure of people showing how strong they can be together. See what I'm saying? Because, walking down the street in the middle of the night, looking like this, saying, oh, geez, I don't know. But if you have 20 people with you with flashlights, and you're walking down the street like this, and you got it covered, you don't want nobody to get hurt, but you don't want nothing to happen, dude, you could hold off an army, okay? And forgive me to say that, because I'm saying I don't want to, for instance, I don't want to fight with the army. I'm on their side, okay? I don't want to fight with the police. I'm on their side. But I'm saying on the basis of just a team, okay? That's nothing wrong with the team. Because sometimes I make sure you got to be careful what you say, because everything you say can be held against you. But what I'm saying is think before you speak, okay? And what I meant by that, as a team, you cross the road with people, you're looking strong, but you by yourself. Now, don't get me wrong. I always told my kids, hey, when you come out of a shopping center or you come anywhere, you fluff up. You look like you're something bigger than you are, and you look at people like, who are you? So you don't get mugged. See. But the other thing is, hey, always back away from a situation, okay? Because if you're always out there creating problems, this is what I discovered, for instance, when I had started buying more properties. Here we go, where it seems like we're going off in another direction, but we're not. We're going to get back to why this all relates to singing, okay? But the more property, the more things you have. Because first, when I was a kid, I used to collect sticks. So I had a bunch of sticks. I'm into wood. I like artwork. You see, this is all wood. I did this. A lot of this wood here came from a dumpster. It's all cedar though. They were remodeling the mall over here, and I just a little section over there that well, let's see. We'll just turn it and see if we can bring it back. That little section over there is the only thing I bought, but the ceiling and everything else, I got it for free. Because see, I collect things for properties. But here's what I want to say. Remember I said I started bringing home sticks? Well, then I started working for places and driving around, and I started owning different vehicles, but my favorite vehicles are vans. You know why? Because you can put stuff in them, you know? One on the side of the road. You see something like, damn, how many times have you passed up something because you couldn't take it out? Okay? And that goes for your success too, because it's called preparation meets opportunity. Okay, see, that brought that out of me. But the direction we go, seems like we're talking about this and talking about that, but really I'm swaying back and forth trying to keep your attention, saying, look, if you focus in on me, I can teach you how to be successful in anything. Now, how's that look? I think I look good about that way right there. Let me puff up a little bit for you. But you see what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be cocky, but I am saying this. And I say this to my friends, to my girlfriends, to everything. I'm not conceited. I'm convinced I can help you. I can help you. Help you. This is Kenneth Bach, motivational speaker. Remember, man who understands. Started out with a song on this one, but you have to follow through to the end, and you get the best part. Just like I've said it before, but now I'm documenting it again. Excuse me, here we go. My next video, I'm looking at you, is going to be for you, especially for you. But my next video is going to be even better than this one. It's Kenneth Bach, motivational speaker. Let me pump you up. Let's talk about business. Let's talk about our successes. Let's talk about things. Let's get together, become friends, become teammates, and affiliate marketers, and working off platforms, and helping each other with websites, and showing how we can be here, just like my little phrase from Global Wholesale. It's like from global to local, from local to global. That's my thing. Global Wholesale's been around for a long time. Myself, I've been around. I've had that company. I used to, how I started it, selling to convenience stores. Okay, I had 150 accounts. My own little van and stuff. I got it delivered, and I hit those spots. But see, I always try to look at a bigger number. Okay, just like on the internet, I always knew there's money here. How can you not if you watch it and see it and focus on the right people? I mean, hey, Mark Zuckerberg just didn't get wealthy because of the name Facebook. He got wealthy because he found a home run. He kept a home run. He nourished the home run. He's developed the home run. And the next thing you know, he's got a functional, I say it like this because some people think I'm crazy, but I'm not. It's just it's coming out from here saying, look, I got it here. I figured it out. All I got to do is get you guys with me now, because I got the platform set up. I got, we're getting all types of technical and physical. Like, you can go with my training. We can sell that. Let me tell you, I can do some good training. I was used to train people for 8 hours, 300 people or 150 people. 8 hours. I'm talking about, you got to figure out how to speak or become a master of ceremonies, and you're introducing people. That's another way you can say 8 hours. You stuck through the whole thing and you got up every other time. But I'm talking about speaking for 8 hours, making sense for 8 hours, looking at people and saying, you know what? If you'll give me your attention, write down any questions you have. Don't criticize. Excuse me, see, I just messed up right there. I almost bit my tongue. Oh, yeah. Don't criticize me for my faults. Just look at what the overall picture is that I'm trying to give to you, okay? And follow it through to the end. Meaning, stick with me. Let's hang out for a while and see each other. And because sometimes it's like, if two cocky people meet, it's like two roosters. I call myself the rooster. It's like two roosters meet. They don't mean to fight, but they know they're both professionals, see? So it might be hard for us at first to accept each other, but once we do, hey, like one of my sites, check me out. One of my sites is called Friends Stick Together, okay? Because that's what you should. Friends should stick together, and not just in business, but in life, okay? Hey, call me once in a while if you're my friend. You see what I'm saying? I'll call you. I'll call you until I find out you ain't calling me, and then I won't call you no more. See, it's like that. I believe in the you give me, I give you. You give me, I give you. And I say give because I'm asking for affiliate marketers now to help me build my company, but it'll always be designed for the affiliate marketers. Don't get me wrong, we want to pay even our delivery guys. We want to make sure everybody's making money and happy to come back the next day and do it again because that's what it's about. But as affiliate marketers, it's about us having our, I say, you can say it in a bunch of ways. I'm going to say content. And you say, what? Whoa, affiliate marketing, content. No, I'm talking about people is your content. You get what I'm saying? You have a broad content of people. See, you gotta let me finish because I like to use different words, but they all, when I show you that they mean the same, because a lot of words have a bunch of different meanings. So you have to explain yourself to show that you know what you're talking about. Okay? So this is Kenneth Bach, motivational speaker. We're at 25 minutes. Should I make it any longer? This was a song that went into speaking to show you that direction, the sway you should be in. Almost like when you're walking down the street. You ever notice somebody that really is after their goals? They got like a little sway to them. You know, I'm not saying everybody does. Where some people are like, that's a fast way. They're like, they can't walk any faster. They're almost trying to run. And it could be because they're focused on their goal. Or they're trying to lose weight or whatever. I don't know. I'm not them. I didn't walk in their moccasins. But I'm walking in mine, explaining mine, and trying to give you a little bit to always, and you'll see, and if you follow me, I say, let's walk down that path together. I just didn't come up with that. I meant it. Meaning, I decided to get out here and do this video. You didn't tell me to do it. I decided that. And not for you first. For me. Meaning, this helps me keep my skills sharp. Okay? Just like you do a file. You sharpen it. You sharpen a chainsaw blade. You keep it sharp. This brings me back to something else I memorized years ago. Here we go. Watch this one. Ready? Think before you speak. First, I'm going to talk about it. It's the president. This is going to lead me to his name. Abraham Lincoln. See, because at first I didn't think of his name, but I thought of the story. See, so you think of things that relate to that while you're speaking or thinking. Excuse me. While you're thinking. Then you can keep speaking because it'll bring it out of you. It'll bring it out of you. Your subconscious brings it out because I said to you, I train my subconscious mind to help me focus on your goals. Because see, by me helping you accomplish your goals, I accomplish my goals. See, because my goals is to be one of the best motivational speakers, not to brag about it, but to say that, look, I got thousands and thousands and thousands and millions of people off their ass to be successful. And I don't like to cuss. I gave you an extra one. Usually I like to say I don't speak no bullshit because bulls really do shit. It's two examples of that. But I really don't like to cuss because I like to show I'm controlling my words because I'm thinking before I speak. Okay? See, remember the fan? And look at my look, the rooster, okay? I call myself the rooster on Facebook. And my brother made fun of that. But you know what? He called me more names than that when I was a kid. So this is for you, okay? Just like I call myself the average man on Facebook. Why? You say, wait a minute, I'm above average. Well, so am I. But I like to tell you where I came from. I'm a kid that, when my mom died when I was 11 years old, my whole world changed for the last 3 kids in there. And don't give me, it changed all our lives. My dad, my older brothers and sisters, but we were the last 3 kids of 8 kids, okay? I was the last one, the youngest, okay? Our whole lives changed, okay? And I ended up getting long hair down here, become like a surfer. I was growing up in West Palm, from originally Pennsylvania, but this is to my PA guys. Hey, hey Rex, hey Shane, John, Calvin, Steven, Gary, Jeff, Dan, Tom, Rita, Patty. Patty's the first girl I ever kissed. Remember Patty? I'm crying right now. You know why? I like to be in Pennsylvania. I like to be able to talk to my mom. I'm going to be buried next to my mom. Hopefully I'll be 100 years old or 110. keep adding on years because I keep feeling better. But what I'm saying to you is, you got to figure out how to fix you. Just like me, I'll stop crying. I got to change the subject. See, I got on my mom. See, certain people that can really take you to the top in other ways. See, because speaking, here we go. I didn't tell you the one from Abe Lincoln, but I'm going to tell you right now. But I'm going to say one other thing. Speaking is like air conditioning. This is from George Washington. It can either cool off the room. Wait, excuse me. Hot air rise. It can either heat up the room or cool off the room. Speaking, okay? Meaning you start talking some nasty shit. Whew, you can heat that room up. Or you start saying, wait a minute. Hey guys, come on, man. We don't want no problems. You're cooling it off. Now let me tell you with the story from Abe Lincoln. Here we go. Abe Lincoln, this is a quote. I don't know if he did it, but I could imagine him because they say he was an attorney, but before that he was like a carpenter. He worked around. He loved working around, cutting trees and stuff. And this is what he said. He said, "I'll spend 9 hours cutting a tree down, 6 hours sharpening the axe, 3 hours cutting the tree down." See what I'm saying? Because the sharper the axe, the less effort you can do and the longer you can last. It's like when I got divorced, I started working for a friend of mine because I even got rid of my cell phone and everything. I just got rid of everything. It was a rough time. I'm not going to try to cry or anything, but it was a rough time. Okay? So I didn't want to talk to anybody, didn't want really much going on, so I just put my ass in. We were cutting grass. Next thing you know, I'm running this crew for him, and we were cutting 50 yards in a day when I started working for another guy named Charlie. Dave, I'm speaking your name too because I started out with you, remember? Then I started working for Charlie. But we were cutting 50 yards in 3 days in a day, 50 yards in a day with a crew of 3. And then 2 days we were cutting shopping centers. But we were working full days, okay? But whenever you'd get somebody new working, especially young guys, nothing against you, you like to get tanned and stuff and be good looking. Don't get me wrong, I like to do the same. But you got to learn how to work, okay? What I mean by I'm saying this to young people now too, you got to learn how to work. You got to discipline yourself. You got to dress properly for whatever you're doing. Just like for doing something that could damage your eyes, put some glasses on, goggles. Like when I'm doing things around trees and stuff, because it's not just what could fly up. You could walk into something because you're thinking of something else. Like, have you ever walked into something and you're like, holy hell, I could have took my eye out? Well, that's why you wear safety glasses. But here we go. These young kids, they come to work, and they first thing they do is take their t-shirts off, and they're working with no shirts on. I see these guys, a lot of guys out there in the heated, in the heat of Florida, Daytona Beach. If you're out there the whole day, you will get burnt. Well, here's what happened. They get burnt. You wouldn't see them the next day. Couple didn't show up. One showed up, but he showed up because I talked to him about wearing long sleeves, wearing gloves, wearing a hat that covers you, and if you're weed eating a lot, you should try to wear something like either a scarf around your face to keep those rocks from hitting you and hurting you, okay? Because, man, just like with goggles on, a couple times I've had rocks go up underneath there, okay? And you might say, well, Ken, how does this relate to affiliate marketing or anything that I'm doing today? Because everything leads you down a path, down a journey. Temperature too high. I got